Hey, welcome back. So, real quick, we have a new deck to look at today. Kicking and Screaming. A red-green deck. So, we just won this deck this morning. Let's take a look at what it contains. Alright, so we start off with an instant speed, 3 copies of Shivan Fire. Why not? Alright, so instant speed, 1 mana, red, kicker for 4, Shivan Fire deals 2 damage to target creature. If this spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage to target creature instead. Awesome. 3 copies of Land of War Elves, 1 green, 1/1 creature, but he's a mana dork. That's the beauty of him. Alright, Bloodstone Goblin, 2 mana for a goblin creature warrior. So he's a goblin warrior, alright. Whenever you cast a spell, if that spell was kicked, Bloodstone Goblin gets +1/+1 and gains menace until end of turn. And he's a 2/2. Too bad that's only until end of turn. I wish that counter was permanent. Alright, then we have 2 mana, Human Wizard. Kicker 4. When you kick the card, enter the battlefield. If it was kicked, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And he's a 1/3. Hey, that's not shabby. Lightning Strike. Sadly, only 1 copy, but that's okay. Elfheim Druid. 2 mana for a 0/2, so he's a blocker, but he's also a mana dork. This is awesome. And if we spend his mana to kick a spell, he produces 2 instead of 1. Alright. Untamed Kavu. Let's see here. 2 mana for a 2/2, but also with a 3 kicker. Vigilance and Trample. And if we kick him, he gets 3 +1/+1 counters. So, in other words, if you pay 5 mana instead of 2, you get a 5/5 with Vigilance and Trample. Yeah, I'm digging it. We get 2 of those guys. Alright. Fight with Fire. 3 mana sorcery with a 6 kicker. Alright. Fight with Fire deals 5 damage to target creature. If the spell was kicked, it deals 10 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets instead. Okay. Alright, so 9 mana for 10 damage. Okay, you get 3 copies of that. Whoa. Alright, Grow from the Ashes. So it's a 3 mana sorcery with a kicker of 2. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. If the spell was kicked, instead search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield, and shuffle your library. Yeah, okay. Thrashing Baratheon, alright, 3 mana for a 3/4, sacrificing to destroy artifact or enchantment. Draconic Disciple, 3 mana, so this one's going to be a mix, so it's going to be 1 colorless, a mountain, and a forest for a human shaman. Can add 1 mana of any color, awesome. Or we can pay 7, sacrificing to create a 5/5 red dragon with flying. Awesome. And 2/2. Okay. All around, I don't see a lot wrong with that card. Right, scroll down. Here we are. Holler the Fire Fletcher. Legendary creature, elf archer. I like the artwork. I like the giant dinosaur lizard thing that he's riding on. So we have a 3/3 for 3. Okay, again, 1 colorless, 1 mountain, 1 forest, and with Trample built in, and whenever you cast a spell, if that spell was kicked, we put a 1/1 counter on him, and then we deal that much damage equal to the number of counters to each opponent. That's pretty powerful, and we get 2 of them. Alright. Skizik, 4 mana elemental, 5/3 with a kicker of 1, trample and haste. At the beginning of the end step, if Skizzle wasn't kicked, we sacrifice it. That kind of sucks, but that has a very affordable kicker. Two-headed giant. Wow. All right. So 4 mana for a 4/4 giant warrior card. Whenever two-headed giant attacks, flip 2 coins. If both coins come up heads, giant attack gains double strike. If it comes up tails, two-headed giant gains menace. So it's a win-win either way. No real negative, which is kind of nice for a coin flip card. All right. Varric's Bladewing. 4 mana for a 4/4, and he's a legendary dragon. He's a dragon. With a kicker of 3, he comes in with flying, of course, because he's a dragon. When Varric's Bladewing enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create. Wow. We basically get a copy of him. That's awesome. So if you got the mana to pay 7 for him, you get 2 4/4s out of it. I'm digging it. All right, then we have Tyrannosaurus. 4 mana for a 5/5. He's a rare, he's a dinosaur, he's got a kicker of 3. When the Torrential Allosaurus enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it fights target creatures. So that's pretty cool. So basically, it's a 5/5 plus some creature control. All right. The Grand Warlord Rahada. So 4 mana, 2 gray, and 1 mountain and a forest. Naturally, it's a red and green deck. Legendary creature, Elf Warrior. Has haste. He's a 3/4. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combination of red and wow until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as the steps and phases end. Holy smokes! You can create a lot of mana that way. Demanding Dragon. Glad to get another one of these. 5 mana for a 5/5. Flyer, and when he comes into play, either my opponent has to sacrifice a creature or they take 5 damage. This is an awesome card. And since we got some dragons, we're getting closer to being able to build that dragon deck. Alright. Grun the Lonely King. Legendary creature, Ape Warrior. 6 mana with a kicker of 3. He's a 5/5 coming out, and if Grun Lonely was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters, so he comes in as a 10/10. Whenever Grunt attacks alone, double its attack power and toughness till the end of turn. Holy smokes. Throw Trample on him and let him go. Alright, Banefire. So, 1+X or X+1, and Banefire deals X damage to any target. If X is 5 or more, the spell can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. It's an upgraded fireball. Love it. Sadly, we only got one of them. Alright. And then we have Hungering Hydra. Again, X+1. Hungering Hydra enters the battlefield with X+1/1 counters on it. So it's a fireball creature. Hungering Hydra can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Awesome. Whenever Hungering Hydra is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 counters on it. So basically, you either need to kill this thing when it comes out on the field or you're screwed. Alright, then we got 10 mountains, 12 forests, and what do we got for special stuff? We have 1 Memorial of Unity. Memorial enters the battlefield tapped, gives us 1 mana. Pay 3, tap, and sacrifice to look at the top 5 cards of our library. You may reveal the creature cards from among them, put them into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Okay, and we have a Rootbound Crag. Alright, and that's just one of those ones that gives us an either or. So, that's the deck. Now, let's see how the deck does. It's ugly. Ah. Let's mulligan. Now this hand has the reverse problem, but we're going to keep it. Sounds good. Let's keep that. Uh-oh. Blue deck. Let's hope it's not a complete control deck. Oh. Blue-green. That's... So it's Merfolk's. Was getting that Merfolk swarm getting ready. Alright. No boosting other than folks. I'm anti your synergy. Well then. That looks about right. There we go. Come on. Oh, the dog is snoring at my feet. All right. I don't know if the mic picks up my dog or not, but he's snoring right now. All right. Let's pay the kicker. There we go. That didn't go as planned. Oh, come on now. Well, we can't afford the kicker, so. And this should be game. Unless he's got a spell to stop us, which he does got nothing in his hand. And he submits. There we go. So there you guys go. That's Kicking and Screaming. It's one of the starter decks that you can win. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was entertaining for you, and if nothing else, informational for you. Till next time, be good people, have fun doing it, and remember, every day is a great day to make gains. Oh, reward card. Another meteor goal. Alright. Till next time, guys, be good people.